Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
How you going, guys? Good to see ya. Carl, how you going? Good to see ya. Out to lunch, how you going? Good to see you too. SW, good to see you. 6 degrees in Melbourne, heading to a top of 15 degrees today. Showers developing early afternoon. And Protect the Children rally kicking off at 12 p.m. Treasury Gardens with Craig Cole. There you go. Alex, how you going? Good to see ya. George, how you going? Good to see ya. Who else we got? Dealey, how you going? Good to see ya. Good to see everyone. SW, Dealey, George, everyone, Alex. Okay, we've got Biden is going to debate Trump twice, maybe. I don't know. Hang on, I've just got to prop my cup up. I've got a new cup holder. I'll show you next time I move the cup, but sometimes the cup falls over a bit. I don't know if that's good or not. Obviously, it's not good, but I mean... Okay. Alex said, Hev fixed the gremlins in the system. I believe I might have fixed the gremlins in the system. And God love you. You think my hair's looking beautiful? It's curly at the back and fluffed out at the sides. And each side doesn't sit the same. They sit differently. One side goes up and the other side goes down. I don't know. Having an up and down day. Okay. Do you know what I was just watching actually? See how many of you remember this. Especially you in the UK. Love thy neighbour. Walk up and say how be ya. Gee, but I'm glad to see ya, pal. How's tricks? What's new? Oh, I love that. Those really old UK TV shows. Anyway, let's have a look at the news. Just some random shit there. Okay, we're going to go over that from on Rumble. Peter Young. Okay, Cadbury looks like it's doing an exodus from Australia. Mr. O'Brien said manufacturing food in Australia has been hit with soaring input costs from energy to transport, and the cost pain was worsened by overly complex reporting requirements, especially around climate issues. So our government are now driving business out of Australia. Cadbury. Bye. Hey, I can make myself bigger here. Hang on. Give me a sec. Not that you really want... Oh, no, don't move that bit. Move me. Move me. Come on. Okay, I'll put myself up there first and see what I can do. Try and move that little... It's not going to let me. Oh, nearly had it. My mouse is stuffed, seriously. Come on, man. There we go. Was able to grab it, just so... I don't know why. Just so you can see me better. Okay, so Cabria, going bye-bye. Okay, Craig Kelly said you couldn't make this up only a few hours before Parliament passed the Digital ID Bill, with presumption that government agencies and large corporations could keep a central database of digital ID safe. This happens. It's not going to work. Electronic prescription provider MediSecure, victim of large-scale data breach, personal and health information at risk. Really? Do you really want to put everything on the internet when it's so easily hacked? I don't know. Digital ID, I don't think it's going to get very far, because this sort of stuff's going to keep happening. Oh, Polybard said when Albo boots a tenant out in the middle of a housing crisis, he's got houses and apparently one of his tenants is struggling and he's kicked them out. Nice one. The average conservative, well, he's got a right to do that, but it's not a good look given the circumstances. The average lefty, oh my God, you heartless bastard. May you live in interesting times. I am a conservative, well, sort of conservative, and I don't think he shouldn't be doing it. He may have a right, but morally, I don't know. Yeah, we know what our Prime Minister's like, though, you know. End Wokeness said Netherlands. A successful right-wing government's been formed. The anti-immigration PVV party will govern with 3 other right-wing parties. Go Netherlands. The Netherlands. Oh, shit, where'd that go? That's really good, isn't it? Click on Show More and it just goes to the beginning. The coalition already laid out measures for a crackdown on non-EU immigration and the implementation of mass deportation. New policy, deport people without valid resident permits as much as possible. There you go. We all need... Why is it going back to the beginning every time again? Okay, I don't know what has happened with... Can I close this? And it goes back to the beginning. What is going on here? My Twitter's doing weird thing. My ex is doing some weird shit. Anyway, okay. Oh, there's things being overturned. They're realising that some votes shouldn't have been taken. Okay, we have... Oh, something stuck on my lip. No, I've still got something stuck on my lip. Sorry, I was eating. Willie D said it took Crooked Joe 6 takes to do a 15-second video. Joe Biden said Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. When? Since then, he hasn't shown up for a debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Oh, what is going on? Okay, haven't ironed out all the problems yet, obviously, because something's going on. Can I show more? Well, make my day, pal. I want to see this. This is going to be really funny. The debate, I mean.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald Trump lost...
I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. Okay, what has happened here? Now it's over here. What the hell is going on, Twitter? What is going on here? Why is it every time I open an app, something's changed? You need to update. You need to do this. You need to do that. Oh, my God. Now, then they just change things like YouTube. Every time you open it, seems something else is different. I don't know. Okay, something about, snuff films. We'll do that on Rumble. Apparently DC has a cocaine problem. She don't like cocaine. Capitol Police trying to crack case of cocaine at its headquarters. Why don't you just ask Hunter? What's this? Cocaine found on the floor at Capitol Police headquarters. Oh, Capitol Police headquarters in heavily trafficked area. No pun intended. Kind of sounded like one. First the White House, now Congress, or close to Congress anyway. Capitol Police said Wednesday the agency was investigating how a small bag that tested positive for cocaine wound up in its headquarters, located about a 10-minute walk from where the House and Senate meet. The 1-inch by 1-inch Ziploc baggie containing a white powder was found on a hallway floor near offices that deal with crime scene intel and reports processing, officials said in a statement. I'm sorry, how ironic. The hallway is on the second floor in an area that's been staging spot for furniture and supplies. Oh, someone was delivering furniture and just happened to drop it. A photo released by USCP when detailing the cocaine discovery. Oh, so it's there somewhere, okay? It was there somewhere, apparently. It's not there anymore. Oh, dear. The area is heavily trafficked by various contractors and employees. I'm trying not to laugh. This is disgusting, actually. The bag was found just before 1 p.m. Wednesday by an officer and field test positive for the illegal drug, according to USCP. Capitol Police's Investigations Division is investigating the matter, including searching for DNA evidence that could sniff out a culprit. Oh dear. USCP headquarters is located on D Street Northeast on the same block as 2 Senate office buildings and blocks from Union Station. It's not yet clear how the cocaine got into the USCP headquarters. Oh my God. I'm crying. Oh dear. You have to be kidding me, don't you? Seriously. The latest drug discovery came over just over 10 months after... I'm trying not to laugh, man. 10 months after cocaine mysteriously appeared at the White House. Well, it doesn't mysteriously appear. Someone takes it there, okay? It's just that they don't want to arrest the person that did. On July the 2nd, Secret Service agents discovered a small baggie of white powder in a West Wing storage locker, feet away from the Situation Room and 1 floor below the Oval Office. That discovery prompted an 11-day investigation that Secret Service wrapped up without naming a suspect. What do you know? In closing the case, the protective agency cited a lack of physical evidence. Fingerprints? Anyone? After tests yield no fingerprints and insufficient DNA. Well, there you go. Just answered my question. Because so much sensitive material passes through the area, no cameras are focused there, and were thus unable to pick up footage of the culprit disposing the white powdery substance in one of the 182 lockers in a vestibule. A source familiar with the investigation told the Post at the time. I'm not believing them. I'm not believing that there were no fingerprints or DNA on the thing. Alexandria Marshall made a good point here. Call me crazy, but university students should attend uni for study, not activism. Any student that disrupts campus or makes others feel unsafe over politics should be expelled. I always thought universities would discuss and debate these things, in a good, healthy way, not, yeah, okay, anyway. Farm Girl Carrie said, did Peru get it right? Peru classifies transgender, non-binary and intersex people as mentally ill. Of course, they always say repost. If you would like to see the United States under Trump make the same determination, yes, of course we would, but I just don't like this. Repost if you hit the like, I don't like that. And apparently Red Lobster has become the latest victim of Bidenomics, said Hank. Could no longer afford to offer good value with exorbitant labour costs. Mandating $20 an hour minimum wage for non-skilled workers has consequences. Who would have thought? Okay, that will be done on Rumble. Love me some Clint Eastwood, said Dame Scorpio. Clint has still got it going on and delivers some of the great one-liners directed at Obama and Biden. Biden is the intellect of the Democrat Party, and what the country needs is a stellar businessman. Let's have a little listen to Clint Eastwood.
We've got Mr. Obama sitting here, and I just was going to ask him a couple questions, but, so, Mr. President, what do you mean, shut up? I thought it was just because somebody had this stupid idea of trying terrorists in downtown New York City. Maybe that was it. Oh no, Biden is the intellect of the Democratic Party. So just a kind of a grin with a body behind it, you know. It's just kind of but I think it's maybe time. What do you think for maybe a businessman? How about that? A stellar businessman, quote unquote, a stellar businessman. And I think it's that time. And I think if you just kind of stepped aside, it's not you owning it and not politicians owning it. Politicians are employees of ours. And whether you're Democrat or whether you're a Republican or whether you're libertarian or whatever, you're the best. And we should not ever forget that. And when somebody does not do the job, we got to let them go.
There you go. He's right. When someone doesn't do the job, just let them go. Road night breaking. 12-year-old girl's murder charges. Apparently a 12-year-old girl stabbed someone. Dropped due to Dolly incapable of wrong due to age. Young boys expelled from school for making a list of the hottest girls. So murder's okay, but making lists is not okay. Got that? Right? Thanks, Peter Young Diary. Apparently she's been let off. This 12-year-old girl who stabbed someone. We'll find out who it is. I mean, we'll find out who she... Oh, no, that's not working, is it now? I've turned my keyboard off. One day I'll get it right. Don't worry. Oh. Who? Oh my God, there's one in Oklahoma too. 12-year-old who stabbed a brother. We know about those ones. They thought they saw Slender Man, these two girls. Does anyone remember that? How about I put Australia in there? We'll find out exactly what she did. Okay. There you go. She stabbed the mother to death and... hang on, this was another one. In broad daylight in a frenzied attack in Melbourne's been released on bail. Three girls, two of whom are aged just 12. Get those tits out of the screen. Arrested after assaulting a worker at a shop in Adelaide. Oh my God. Australia boy, 13, charged with attempted murder over horrifying Harris scarf stabbing in front of Hobart that left a worker. Oh my God. It's happening all over the place. Look at that. 10-year-old girl fatally. 17-year-old girl was arrested at scene. This is it. Prosecutors have sensationally dropped the charges of murder against girl, 12, accused of stabbing a woman, 37, to death in Footscray. Murder charge dropped against 12-year-old girl over Footscray stabbing Harold's son. That's why crime is out of control, because no one's being held accountable. Now, where's my bookmarks gone? Where are we? Messages. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello? There they are. Now we go back to the beginning again. Oh, no. Okay, where are we up to? Down here somewhere. Goodness me. Okay, so that's what that was about. Okay, there was an assassination attempt. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, who underwent surgery which went well, is in a stable but very serious condition. On Thursday morning after being shot the day before this Wednesday, May 16th, said Deputy Prime Minister Robert Kalinak. So there you go. The assassination attempt, said Don Purser, of Robert Fico was financed by who else? We'll talk about it on Rumble. Soros. Apparently, Simon Atiba was saying breaking Trump endorses Hamid Dillon for re-election as RNC committee woman for California. And Carly Bones put one of these videos up. What's he blabbering about this time? Let's have a listen.
Now that the jackass's short scripted speech has concluded, he begins to rant about his opponent while he patiently awaits his handlers to come escort him away from the stage and out of the scrutinizing eye of the public. The jackass is attended by a team of professional handlers around the clock. These handlers are highly trained professionals who escort the jackass just enough to get him pointed in the right direction before leaving the jackass on his own and hoping he can make it the last 10 feet without getting lost. Having failed at his job in nearly every way imaginable, the jackass has become heavily reliant upon his team of handlers. You see, dear viewers, the jackass simply cannot afford any more embarrassing moments, as he is already despised by many Americans for what he has deemed Bidenomics.
For 65% of American people think they're in good shape economically.
You are so full of shit, Joe. Don't worry, though. Fancy Nancy will have this censored from the internet.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, my goodness. I really wasn't expecting that. Old Soldier said liar in the lodge. Jill said Albanese lied again. Now those super changes he promised would not happen are going to happen. Albo said my word is my bond. Albo's word is rubbish. Vote the liar out. Why, what's going on with super?
Of last year. This is what you said then.
We've said we have no intention of making any super changes. One of the things that we're doing in this campaign is we're making all of our policies clear.
That's not just big changes, not just major changes, just you said there won't be any changes.
No, I said we had no intention, and we certainly, that's not the objective here, but people are coming forward with ideas. We're not shutting down debate.
Prime Minister, I'm just going to push you on this a little more, though, because it seems like you're playing slightly with the language and saying no major changes, we're allowing a debate. But that debate is being driven by your own ministers, including the Treasurer. You wouldn't be having this conversation unless you were thinking seriously about it. And I wonder if it's really a question of integrity for you, given that you campaign so hard on being integrous.
Hamish, a whole range of bodies, including the Grattan Institute and others, have put out various ideas in this debate. They're the ones that are out there on the debate. We've had no changes. We're not here announcing changes. Today I'm announcing that earnings on super balances above $3 million will have a concessional rate of 30%. Rather than 15%.
The problem for Anthony Albanese and his government is that it came to power with a special promise on integrity, that it would be different. And you remember Anthony Albanese saying to us in our Spotlight special last year, "My word is my bond."
Yeah.
That was his commitment to the people. Well, that's questioned today as well.
Mark Riley, thank you.
It's about time they questioned him. Or stood up to him. What a liar. Now he's going to screw the Australian workers even more. Gia Loftus sent me this, lol. The opinionated black woman said, "Good morning." Okay, let's have a look. What are we going to see here? Ready?
Everybody caught her from the car. I was just getting nostalgic, taking a little stumble down memory lane, thinking about the COVID epidemic. Remember that? When some jackass ate a bat and we had to shut down the world? Remember? When you had to get nostril raped to get on an airplane? The good old days? You had to get the vaccine because there was a mandate. There was a vaccine mandate and a mask mandate. And I'm an idiot. I thought mandates were something gay guys went on. But that's not homophobic. I'm just an idiot. I just got the latest booster, actually. It was heroin, and I loved it. And if they put heroin in all the vaccines, I'd be very well vaccinated. Moving on. You know who didn't get the vaccine? Charlie Sheen. Famously, he was an anti-vaxxer, which I find hysterical because there is not a drug on this planet that he hasn't injected into his veins. So he trusts Pablo Escobar more than Fauci. Interesting. And if you haven't been vaccinated, fear not. I'm sure the government's going to hire some Aborigine tribesmen with those long blowguns, you know. Ooh, Pfizer. Thank you. What else? Remember? It was a respiratory virus, so I knew that every morning I would wake up and I would do a series of deep breaths through a bong, and then I would forget all about the pandemic and I would have waffles, and that's just how I survived. The wife and I are still social distancing. I think the technical term is restraining order, but we made it through, and I'm wearing a mask right now, but I wear it as a thong, and I'll tell you something, I don't feel safe at all. I don't know how you ladies do it because it is splitting the twins. Stay healthy, everybody.
Sorry, guys. I haven't heard from my daughter for days. She hasn't got any reception where she's living either. And she finally got reception and rang me, and I'm live. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. I love that, Gia Loft. That's classic, mate. Seriously. That is classic.
Everybody caught her from the car.
It took some big, deep breaths through a bong. And he got his booster of heroin. Okay, so they don't know whose coke that was. Oh, no. Cat Turd said disgusting liberalism is a mental disorder. And Wokeness said German politician Martin Neumeyer filmed a video of him licking public toilets inside a railway station. He's an FDP candidate. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry you heard that. Oh. I need a drink of tea. I seriously nearly threw up watching that. Holy guacamole, mate. Seriously? Who does that? Who would... Okay. I forgot I'd put that in here. Oh. Hillary Clinton getting a less than warm welcome in the UK. This was back in 2021. Sorry. Oh, back when the COVID lockdown was on. I hope they kept their faces covered or they might shoot themselves 2 times in the back of the head. What is she wearing? And like there's a kid holding her gown or cloak or whatever it is. Looks like some royal gown type thing. She thinks she's the Queen of England now, does she? I don't know. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. That I shouldn't have played that one where that guy, I thought I'd be able to hold it, but I couldn't. So hopefully I didn't make you sick by gagging myself, because that was disgusting. Travis said, I'm officially calling on the Attorney General of Arkansas to open as many investigations into Bill and Hillary Clinton as possible. I'm also calling on the conservative Sussex County DEDA to open an investigation into the Biden family's dealings in the state. Why is it over here now? Okay. This is a new standard. Let's see how they like their own medicine. So where's it gone? Oh, I am not having a good day. Obviously. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, where are we? There we are. John Hurston said, well done to the students in Belfast who've occupied Queen's University. One of their demands is that the university remove Hillary Clinton as Chancellor. Pro-Palestine, I told you they're turning on each other. And there's a lot about Hillary Clinton right now. She's coming back into the spotlight, including a Clinton airport executive. This was March 22nd. A Clinton airport executive killed in a shootout with ATF federal agents who raided his home. Huma Aberdeen is dating Alex Soros, in case anyone didn't know. Hillary Clinton's blaming Putin trying to interfere in the 2024 election. Something on RFK being a radical left lunatic. Hillary Clinton has re-emerged to talk about the dangers of electing DJT because he may jail his political opponents. She does realise that Donald Trump is being threatened with jail time by Biden's DOJ right now, doesn't she? We've got some interesting news on Haiti. And this man is telling you the Clintons have destroyed Haiti for decades. Eric Nathany said applying the same exact legal standard that Bragg is applying to prosecute Trump, Hillary Clinton should be indicted. So that's what's going on. That's why Hillary's being brought up again. Another man about Haiti and the Clinton Foundation. Hillary Clinton reappears on MSDNC to once again say Trump is Hitler. The world has been here before. People did not take the kind of threats that we saw in the 1930s as seriously as they should. Someone hold a mirror up to her, will they? As the lawfare fails, the fear-mongering election rigging ramps up. More on Benghazi. Hillary Clinton produced a Broadway musical, and it's a bust. Who's running the US? It's obviously not Biden. We can listen to Tulsi Gabbard tell who she thinks is running the US. Oh, did anyone know that the chef and Emmy Award-winning actor Anthony Bourdain posted a tweet that claimed Hillary Clinton was a Satanist that eats children and puppies? Bourdain passed away from apparent suicide 1 month later. That's it. Hillary Clinton being booed again. When was that? April the 6th. There's a lot on Hillary. And there's something on Flynn. And proof that Barack Obama and Hillary are actually running things. More on Bill and Hillary. Byron Donalds just obliterated the sham trial on corrupt Judge Merchant. Michelle, FJB. Ladies and gentlemen of America, this trial is a joke and a farce. The only crime is this Democrat judge and Democrat Party prosecuting their political rival. And then you got this. And I'll show you on Like, everyone's telling her to get away, right? This is a female. And everyone's telling, all these guys are yelling at her, no, don't, run, get away. Can you imagine what happens? She doesn't listen. Gunther Eagleman said actually 97%. Do you realise if Democrats would stop shooting people, gun violence would drop by 90%? He reckons 97%. And then you've got this. This is one of our politicians here in Australia. Someone's done a real... It's Senator Lambie, Jackie Lambie. And okay. Says when it comes to freedom of speech, Picard ain't playing, Senator Lambie. Follow bad Photoshop ink for daily memes and other bits and bobs of that sort of thing. I think this is going to be hilarious, so let's watch this.
Elon Musk has no social conscience or conscience whatsoever. Quite frankly, the bloke should be jailed.
Oh, no. We cannot allow ourselves to think that.
The power that man has, because of that platform that he's on, it's got to stop.
The seventh guarantee is one of the most important rights granted by the Federation. We cannot take a fundamental principle of the Constitution and turn it against a citizen.
That bloke has no conscience. He's an absolute friggin' disgrace. And there's nothing else to say about Elon Musk.
That's how it starts. But the road from legitimate suspicion to rampant paranoia is very much shorter than we think. Something is wrong here, Mr. Wolf.
Elon Musk has no social conscience or conscience whatsoever.
It suits her. Oh my God. She's the one who said Elon Musk should be arrested. Apparently, update on the digital ID bill. After guillotine debate in the Senate, Albanese is now sneakily transferred debate on the bill to the Federation Chamber. The Federation Chamber is a smaller secondary room that is used in addition in the main House of Representatives. It's normally used as an overflow chamber for bills when there's a lot of legislation in the main chamber. The significance of transferring debate is that this normally only happens to debates of less significance, and debates in Federation Chamber get little media attention or coverage, as everyone's focused on what's happening in the main chamber. It's just another trick to try and get the digital ID bill passed as quietly as possible without the public being aware. Debate on the digital ID bill is scheduled to start in Federation Chamber after 4 p.m. today, which was when? What was the date? 15th. 2 days ago. And what the hell? Look, what the hell are you doing to me, Twitter? How do I get rid of this shit? Oh, there we go. That'll do. Hopefully we don't keep going back to the beginning every time I click on something and have to click back again. Please don't let this happen again. Okay, we've got to get past all the Hillary Clinton shit. And Billy Boy in there. Okay. Angel Sicily, little vomity faces there, or sick faces. Stay away from your daughter's starter kit. Good idea. We need to put one of them around the politicians, pedo politicians. All of them. Okay. Out to lunch. Elon said don't dead name X. Whoops. X, formerly Twitter. Leading report said breaking Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has signed a bill authorising the use of the death penalty for convicted child pedos. The bill will go into effect on July the 1st. Yeehaw! And Craig Kelly said COVID shed light on how Nazi Germany occurred. I'll say it did. I would say it did. And apparently, how can a Secretary of State be partying it up like this in the middle of a war zone? Because that's where he's supposed to be right now. I'll tell you how, because there ain't one, or we'd see evidence on our TV every night. You've got to be kidding me. What's his face? Blinken. Yeah, he's over in Israel, is playing in a band. Really? It's more of this. That's what it's all about. All of it. Getting to rattle their little sabres every now and then, you know. Get these guys, you know, to rattle their sabres and like, yeah, more money, more money, more money. Andy No said far left pro-Gaza protesters try to crash the Google I.O. developer conference today at the Shoreline Amphitheatre in Mountain Cliff, California. Hey Google, this is what happens when you go woke. And Shadow of Ezra, the first painted portrait of King Charles III has been unveiled at Buckingham Palace. This piece was painted by British Arthur Jonathan Yeo, who previously painted Kevin Spacey, Tony Blair and Prince Philip. Camilla's reaction to the unveiling of the painting was, yes, you've got him. King Charles in his painting is being compared to Satan in hell. Pay attention to the Project Monarch butterfly in the painting. Right there. And apparently someone took this, it looks like a face there. Someone took this painting, did something to it, and it looks like a devil. Devil's in the details of the painting. End of the monarchy. Imagine putting this painting along the walls of the historical paintings of the past, royals throughout history, and then bam. They tell us who they are, believe them. It should have fallen over on his head as he pulled the thing off. Yep, and we've got some same vibes as the Clinton and Bush one. It's a big club and we ain't in it. Oh my good father. And who remembers Kevin Spacey on the British throne with Ghislaine Maxwell? And the video that broke the royal family. Yeah. Tara Bulls said Pelosi's worth millions thanks to insider trading, yet as soon as the middle class rallies behind a stock, they halt trading to protect the hedge funds. Unbelievable. Oh, and this was at the UK, Winston Marshall, the really smart young man who stood up and told Pelosi that she denied the election. Well, listen to this one.
Of these poor souls who are looking for some answers. We've given them to them, but they're blocked by some of their views on guns. They have the 3 Gs, guns, gays, God, that would be a woman's right to choose. And the cultural issues cloud some of their reception of an argument that really is in their interest. Of these poor souls who are looking for some answers. We've given them to them, but they're blocked by some of their views on guns. They have the 3 Gs, guns, gays, God.
I'm sure I just heard that. Okay, it might have repeated itself. Sorry, I was too busy doing this because she's saying a lot without saying anything. I don't know if you've noticed that. Some people just talk in word salad, mate. They don't make any sense. You're going, what the fuck? Like, seriously? Come on, man. Okay, so that's what we're going to have a look at over on Rumble. So I'm hoping you'll join me over there. In the meantime, I'll read some comments. Okay, and Carl's back in Melbourne. There you go. Where are we? Get past everyone. Sounds all good. Everything's sort of fixed. Sort of. Alex said Biden can't even change his own nappy, let alone debate for an hour or so. I can't wait to see it. I really want to see that. Alex said, I never watched it, but I think I know the show. Yeah, Love Thy Neighbour. It was funny. Like, today it would be considered very racist. But it's funny because Bill, the black man, actually always ends up being right and has the last word. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but anyway. And they used to just have a go at it. They used to, like, call each other names and things. And it was funny. I don't know. But nowadays, it's deemed inappropriate. George said Biden debates what nappies, diapers he wears. That's all he's debating, which blankie to take to bed with him. SW said BlackRock and China buying up farms and homes and government driving businesses out. Agenda. Yeah, I know. I already know that. You know how I know that? Because there's all these furnished houses for over $1,000 a week in the country. Like renovated, brand new, everything, and all furnished. So you can owe them a fortune if any of your kids or animals hurt their furniture. Great idea. You probably wouldn't be allowed kids or animals in any of those places, actually. BlackRock wouldn't want that. No, you've got to be a single couple, like a single, no family couple. And Deb said, hello from Adelaide, South Australia, not moist. How you going, Deb? Good to see ya. Okay, where am I? Lady Stardust, how you going? Interesting. Scott Morrison met Trump a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's not the only time he met Trump. He met Trump right when COVID was breaking or broke. And Trump called him the man of titanium. And I don't know if people know this, but Scott Morrison did not have the authority over the premiers to stop the lockdowns. Although a lot of people blame him for it, he didn't have the power to do that. It's the same as Trump didn't have the power to tell California not to shut down. Like he recommended they don't, but they did. So, yeah, he did. And he has before. And I'm watching Scott Morrison. I'm watching him. SW said Biden's ridiculous facial expressions. George said Biden looks like a robot. Yeah, half his head was disappearing in that shot, so it was a green screen behind him. Because half his head was disappearing, I was noticing. Lady Stardust said Trump has met a number of current and former leaders. He has. Yes, he has. I believe certain people are there for a reason. Good or bad, and I'll explain more on Rumble. If everyone wants to join me over on Rumble, I've got someone else who's put an explanation of what is going on and why we don't know a lot right now. Because if we knew, the enemy would know. And then they'd be able to counter whatever's going on. So we don't know what's going on right now. A lot of people don't, and I don't. So SW said, poor Trump having to meet that scumbag Morrison. Yeah, I have always been in two minds about Scott Morrison. Don't know. I know what everyone else says about him, but I think everyone should just wait and see, because this is going to turn out to be what, it's going to hit you from left field. That's what it's going to do. Out to lunch sheds should be cameras everywhere. Yeah, in the capital. Yep, definitely. Lady Stardust said, no, it's interesting timing. AUKUS. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Alex said, I think there's coke all over our government buildings. So do I. Even in Canberra here. But I agree. It's interesting, Lady Stardust, and I'm just watching. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching what's going on. I see that I'm not judging anything yet. I'm not judging anything yet. I'm going to sit back and keep watching and see how it goes. Because there's been a plan for a long time. That's where people get confused. Alex said that's where the tax is spent. All up the nose. Out to lunch said, George, how it be? Lady Stardust said, it's believed Australia signed in BRICS under Scott in 2017. Ah. And Deb said, yes, they like to party. Flyby Stew said, hey ho, what do you know? G'day, Hev and chat. How you going, Flyby Stew? And Amy, how you going? Hi, Heaven family, always watching. Much love to you all. God love you, Amy. Out to lunch, said Dee, was that your Coke? George said, I'm okay, thanks. How are you out to lunch? Everyone's saying hello to Stu and Amy. And out to lunch said, Hunter visited? Yeah, I think he did. Capitol Police. Alex said, laughing is good for the soul. I had to. I couldn't stop laughing at that story. It's the second time they found Coke in or near the White House. Dealey said, no, not mine, must belong to a government employee. Out to lunch said, laughter's the best medicine, Reader's Digest. I needed it, actually. I had a very stressful morning where the clock was going way too quick, and I was going, no, it can't be 9 o'clock and I'm out having a cigarette. No, I've got to start live streaming. Oh, dear. Alex said, convenient they have cameras all over us, but not where they could be, where they should be, keeping an eye on the government. Out to lunch said, Reader's Digest, the early version of the bathroom time killer. Yeah, everyone used to have Reader's Digest in the bathroom. SW said a pun on words out to lunch. Deb said, I really enjoy the Reader's Digest. SW said, fully digested. Deb said, make him president. George said, Clint Eastwood is a good actor and director. Hey, Paul, how you going? Good to see ya. Susie, how you going? Good to see you. Deb said, give Hev a thumbs up. Alex said, well said, Clint. They are supposed to work for us. SW said he really did make some great flicks. Old Clint, right turn, Clyde. Alex said, I remember those Slender Man girls. Yeah, Slender Man. Yeah, they killed because they thought they would get into Slender Man Club or some shit. Come on, man. How delusional do you have to be? There's a lot of mental illness out there. Don't look at me. I'm joking. Alex, sorry, I did read that one. Paul said, one just got refused release. Oh, good. Susie said, last thing I heard a couple of weeks ago that 94-year-old Clint Eastwood was close to passing away. They showed a photo taken a few months back at theatre and he looked awful. Stage 4 cancer. Oh, no. Out to lunch said, Mum turns her daughter into police in Memphis after learning she killed a man over $60. What is wrong with people? And Deb said, no, they can't be held accountable. Well, they should be. Seriously. How many of you at 12 years old decide to go around murdering people? I didn't, and I was a very immature 12-year-old, believe me. And I didn't think of going around murdering people. I don't know, that's ridiculous. Deb said, no, they can't be held accountable. Alex said there was a 13-year-old girl in Wales a few weeks ago that stabbed 2 teachers and another student. More and more children are going crazy with knives, so sad. Amazing. It's all over. See, that's what happens. When you take the guns away, they'll find another way to do it anyway. Flyby Stew said, heavens, them wonky glasses, we forgive you. I know, my glass. I sat on them. What can I do? I can't bend them back. Every time I do, the glass pops out. Me and my wonky glasses. He said, I've just bought some new ones, £250, been saving up a while. Yeah, can you pay them in full? That's how I pay for everything these days. Can I pay it in full? Oh, my God. George said, yes, Alex, I did hear about that. Alex said, seems like there are stabbings at least every week now. And everyone's laughing. Alex said, those are birds flying around in Biden's head. Oh, that was that Biden, yeah, thing. That was good. I wasn't expecting that, and it was hilarious. Deb said there are some things really strange about Brandon. Susie said, black-eyed Biden is terrifying Glitch City. Amy said, laugh my ass off a jackass in the wild. Alex said, fancy Nancy, oh. Flyby Stew said, a jackass is a special type of horse, don't diss. George said, Biden belongs in a nursing home. Yep, in a wheelchair with a blankie. Deb said, I really don't like Elmer Fudd. He is Just seeing his face is insulting, our Prime Minister now. I don't know if you feel that way in America about Biden, but I feel that way about our Prime Minister. It's just insulting to see his face. I'm just like, oh. I don't want to see it, don't want to hear him, don't want to, the whole thing. Deb said, whose hand is up this jackass? George said, we could run this world better than them scumbags. But yeah, we could. Susie said, superannuation is your retirement fund, right? Yes. Also wants to tax your retirement. That's exactly right. Out to lunch said, Bush said, read my lips, so no new taxes. That's what they all say. Everyone's laughing. Alex said, hopefully he joins in, George. Deb said, I spat my coffee. Alex said, hey, Hev's daughter. Flyby Stu said, how's your back, Hev? It's very good. It's very good now. Like, I can feel, I did pull something yesterday, but that was lower down off to the side, and I think it was a muscle. Not the actual back this time. But yeah, no, it's doing good. Out to lunch said, his multipliers will be raw. Joyce said, weirdo. Deb said, thank you, I feel so much better after an elbow. Deb said, no. Alex said, that's grim, licking public toilets. Oh, I am so sorry about that, guys. Deb said, we're all dry reaching. Okay, so it wasn't just me, because I couldn't even, we've got public toilets, right? There's some in Springwood, right, in a car park. And my mind went immediately to that, and I thought, there's no way, no way. No, it doesn't matter which public toilet. I wouldn't even do it to my own, and I know it's clean. No. Ooh. SW said he should become a toilet cleaner. Susie said that was hilarious. I had a lot of pandemic waffles too. Restraining orders, social distancing. That was really good, that guy. Alex said, I couldn't look after I saw the first second. Flyby Stu said, is that addictive? That, for fuck's sake. Out to lunch said he would put anything in his mouth, I figure. Deb said he did just clean it with his tongue. Oh. It's just the thought of it even, yeah, so there you go. The thought. I don't need it. Remind me never to bookmark anything like that again. Note to self. Alex said it's their costume as they're all on a play. Out to lunch said victim carrying the robe. Probably. SW said, I think that tongue might be a lot more dirty than any public or private dunny. Probably. Yeah, if you're going to do that, I don't know. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. You wouldn't want to kiss him. You wouldn't want to go anywhere near that man with a 10-foot pole. Out to lunch said Debbie probably doesn't mind a dirty seat. George said nasty man. And Deb said, ugh. And Flyby Stu said, frazzle drip. Alex said, yeah, that humour Flyby. Out to lunch said some new song about Biden. He keeps falling Tom Petty parodies. Oh, really? Haven't seen that one yet. Deb said, that's what I was thinking, Flyby Stu. Alex said, on Wiener's laptop under insurance policy. Flyby Stu said, if Trump on trial, why not Hillary? And Biden? And Obama? George said, every time I see Hillary's face, I feel like taking dart practice. That would be a good one. Just print her face out and put it on your dartboard and see. Bullseye. Deb said, well, Trump is making it possible to put them all in jail. Yeah, well, they're setting the precedent to do it. So when he gets in, they can do it. You can do it to them. And they're scared of it. So why are they doing it? Susie said, so guys, we need to talk about King Charles' new Flames of Hell red portrait. If you add a mirror image portrait, then a giant appears in the middle. Yeah, giant devil. Deb said, yes, the portrait not looking good. SW said, Susie, yes, mirrored image shows a Baphomet. Deb said, good improvement on her. SW said, Susie said, SW, I left that word out because of where we are. Alex said, wharf. Deb said, damn, now she's going to be upset with memes. Flyby Stew said, we seen it, Susie, but they out of this scene. Alex said, one of my cats is called Wharf as he has ginger markings like that on his head. Susie said, but the portrait highlights KC's hands, face and monarch butterfly. I think it's a message. He's been dispatched. Out to lunch said, Elon said, don't dead name X anymore. Flyby Stew said, like I said, Susie, they're no longer of this world. Alex said, I can't stand Charlie and the rest of them. He is showing us exactly what we all knew, Susie. SW said, the toilet liquor needs one of those collars. Yeah, one that electrifies, you know, when you push a button. Don't do that. Don't. I don't know, someone needs to... Oh, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Deb said, how will they get their toilet clean? I could show them how, but yeah, it doesn't involve licking. It involves gloves, bleach, a scourer, water, and a lot of scrubbing. Susie said at the portrait unveiling the artist Jonathan Yeo only referred to King Charles as the subject or the sitter or something like that. It was so weird. Either way, the king right there. Yeah, no one's got respect for him anymore. That's what it is, I think. Alex said, all the world's a stage. I'm grateful for regular people taking photos of the MSM filming propaganda. And Flyby Stew said, what pedo painted that? No, he might be a good guy. Obviously, if he's painted that about King Charles, I think he might be a good guy. I think he might. I don't know. Unless, yeah, I don't know. They're meant to. George said, Camilla's no queen. Unless she's a man, then she's a queen. Get it? If Camilla was a man, then she'd be a queen. Deb said Dorian Gray mirrored. Out to lunch said, it seems like there's so much laundering, I might be able to rent my washing machine out by the hour. Deb said, truth finally. Susie said, Alex, it's all happening so fast we can't keep up with how many are going. George said the world's run by demons. Alex said, I think you need to turn the painting upside down, put a mirror to show the left side, whatever side his hand is on top. Out to lunch said Martha Stewart should be pissed. Didn't they lock her up too? Deb said, sadly, but not for long, I believe, that bloody claw hand. Alex said, yes, the dominoes are falling fast, Susie. Flyby Stew said, it jumped. That's not what he said. I'm saying that. Flyby Stew said something way back in the chat. Where'd it go? There. Effing nonsense, a few quid too much and they think they own the world. George said Nancy sounds pissed. Deb said she's skeletal. Susie said apparently getting cancer is a new code for going to Gitmo, so how many royals have the big C now? Deb said, do not show the toilet. Out to lunch said we need a fold out home from Amazon. Susie said, and what was Harry and Meghan's worldwide privacy tour of Nigerian about? Apparently the Nigerians found them both insufferable. Money laundering with drug lords seems like a bad idea. Hey Charles, how you going? You look lovely today. Oh, thank you. Deb said, did you say at the beginning that Albo has kicked out... Yes, he's kicked out a tenant from one of his homes. Flyby Stew said, out to lunch, you're going to need some stilts, lol, or you'll be in the same position as us with houses, lol. You know why I think he's kicking out his tenant? He probably wants to up the rent, because that's what they do. Do you know that? If they want to up the rent by a fair bit, instead of asking you to up your rent by $100 a week, they might kick you out. Some places do that. It's happened to me before. Then they up the rent by like $40. This was back years ago. Flyby Stew said, out to lunch, you're going to need some... I read that. Stilts. Or you'll be in the same position with us as houses. With houses. Alex said we should be able to govern ourselves without all the interference. That's exactly right. SW said all politicians, Prime Ministers, Mason approved. George said there was coke found in the Houses of Parliament. Yep. And Charles said, hello, people. And SW, I don't believe every single politician and Prime Minister is. I believe there are good ones. It's just that you could count them on one hand, that's all. And that's the problem. That's what I think. But you have, you can think whatever you like. I'll agree to disagree with anyone. You don't have to think the same way I do. Alex said, most of the money Zelensky's gotten's gone up his nose. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. SW said, I'm probably given back to the corrupt politicians that gave it, and then they've snorted up their nose too. There you go. George said a lot of money sent goes towards his bank account. Deb said 9:24 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia, still not moist. Alex said they all have dirt on each other and passing brown envelopes between them. Probably full of coke that goes up their nose. Deb said, hoping Kai and King are well. Yeah, hope everyone's well. Flyby Stew said, yeah, need a man in life, Deb. Lol. SW said Kai was okay the other day. Caught him on Bruce Sees All. Yeah, God love him. And Deb said, thank you, SW. And George said the UN are traitors. And Out to Lunch said, how many of those children have had the juice from Fauci? Alex said, glad to hear your back is feeling much better, Hev. All that back cracking is paying off. Yep, well, it has to because it's ended now for a while. On the upside, my car is registered again. SW said, elbows like a mentally challenged student. Become school prefect. So excited, but not so up to the job. Paul said, be like a bear. Hit dollars. Oh. And shit in woods. Shit in the woods. Be like a bear and shit in the woods. Sorry. You were replacing the S with the $sign. I get it. Took me a minute. Alex said, I can't believe you didn't know it was broken. You have coped so well over 20 years. I know. No idea. Who knew? Deb said, I do not even put my head in there when I'm throwing up. Yeah. No, back a bit. A fair bit. That'll make you throw up even more if you stick your head in there. That's why it's called driving the porcelain bus. You just get a hand on each side. You're driving. Anyway, Alex said that toilet licking was on par with disgusting Madonna clip. It was. It really was. Susie said, I've prayed for Kai all week. I'm praying for everyone who's sick right now. I'm praying for everyone, right? Just asking God to look out for everyone who's sick. Out to Lunch said the dude that rubbed shite all over himself and the one eating his own. Oh. Paul said, so sorry, mind my natural French. That's okay, Paul. Just because it was separate from the hit. I thought, hang on, $sign. Oh, no. Shit. Okay, I get it. I got it. Alex said, ooh, imagine the poor woman that might meet him in the future, a public toilet liquor. Ooh. Deb said, yes, thank you, Susie. Out to Lunch said, what is with all shit stuff? SW said, Susie, Kai is still a bit down and quiet, but okay, he knows he's missed. I told him so. Cool. Alex said, this world's become a deplorable place. Out to Lunch. Alex said, I think everything that is happening in the Bible and happening as we speak. Alex said, Rolf Harris painted the Queen and everyone thought he was a good guy. Yeah, I'll wait and see. You never know. I don't know which side anyone's on at the moment. I'm kidding. No, but with artists and that, because, I don't know, just because he painted that, like, looks pretty evil. It's obviously what he sees when he looks at Charles. So, yeah, not sure. Anyway, he did a pretty accurate depiction of Charles anyway. Deb said, yes, Alex, could some of it be manufactured to look like it? Paul said, Camilla got the balls of that pair 100%. Mm-hmm. Pat said they are saying clouds of microfibers of cotton formed by frequency from antenna on windmills could also be asbestos. I think someone's trying to scare people. Out to Lunch said, liquor, the next brand to come out. Toilet liquor. Oh, liqueur or liquor. The best liquor brand to come out. Yeah, I'm not sure, Pat. I haven't heard any of that. They're saying clouds are microfibers of cotton formed by frequency from antenna on windmills. Could also be asbestos. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't heard anything like that. Flyby Stew said, Alex, it's the same place, but the truth being exposed. Loving it. Are you? Susie said, SW, it can be very hard to find the strength to keep going when you have so much pain in your body, but I can feel we're nearly there. Just hang on a little longer, Kai. It's going to be beautiful. Yep. Paul said, P.S. I can't stand Eddie Royals. Out to lunch said, Susie Fraser, such the optimist. And Deb said, prayers for Kai. Out to lunch said, nice, I want to believe. Alex said, yes, I believe that it's possible. I think they're running out of time, so could be creating things to try and get everyone to turn away from God. George said, Charlie boy, he's sold out to Islam. Susie said, out to lunch, it's not optimism, it's truth. Paul said, Hev, come live with me rent-free. Oh, God love you. Nisi, how you going? Good to see ya. SW said, Malcolm Roberts and Rennick are good. I know there is too. Yeah, and Malcolm Roberts is head of One Nation. Go One Nation. Deb said, I told you he will kick us out of housing for his imagination. Imagination or immigration? Anyway, Pat, how you going, Pat? Alex said, I'm glad more and more people are realising it's been a long time waiting, Flyby Stew. SW said, Hanson just blames and gaslights us. We pay her to help, she blames us. Can't cop that. Well, her and Malcolm Roberts are on the same team. She'll probably be retiring soon anyway. Just vote One Nation, SW. Seriously. Conchega said, SW, they're all traitors. There's no parties in our constitution. They're a corporate government. Hey, Conchega Yowie, how you going? Deb said, no. Paul said, take the best of care. You all been a blast. Catch you next time. Have a good one, Paul. Conchega said, SW, Hanson's controlled opposition. They play the game. None of them are part of the de jure sovereign government. Out to lunch said, why take pictures like they do, though? I don't know. Deb said, bye, Paul. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Deb said there have been some really different looking clouds. Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably like they've been spraying stuff into the clouds up in the sky for years and controlling it, where it goes, all that. Conchega said we had chemtrails over the blue skies yesterday and now clouded over. Yeah, I've noticed, like, you can see when they're chemtrails, even if they've spread out, you can still tell they are. And we've had them. Conchega, out to lunch said, Conchega, make your own jelly and call it KY jelly. George said, I'd love a world of peace and love. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Pat said, Richard Vobes on YouTube have. Okay, Richard Vobes, hang on. Where's my pen? There it is. Get the spelling right. Vobes. Okay. Alex said, I think that painting could have been on purpose. They aren't hiding things anymore, and the more people see it, are desensitised when it finally gets shown for everyone to see. Conchega said, out to lunch, nothing a bit of foreplay couldn't take care of. Deb, you did say immigration. I thought you meant immigration. Hey, Bert, 1984, how you going? I'm a man with no arms and had a gun, would be considered armed, asking for a friend. If a man with no arms had a gun, would he be considered armed? Asking for a friend. That's a good one. Hey, Bert. Took me a minute to read it correctly, but yeah, it's a good one. Conchega Yowie said, the painting of Charles, mirror it and you'll see the demon that Crowley called in. Alex said, they know everything will be revealed, so are possibly trying to cushion the blow to people who won't see it coming. That's what I think. What they're doing is slow release, right? So that when it does come out that all this stuff's going on that we know about, right? That people aren't absolutely going, oh my God, like that, and that don't believe it, you know? So that's what I think. And I think I agree with you, Alex. SW said, I'm missing a few comments. Spot on, Kanchega Yowie. Everyone's saying, hello, Bert. Hello, hey, Bert. Out to lunch said, no armed man with a gun would be an unarmed gunman. There you go. SW, Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley. Hey, Bert, said lol. Susie said, George, spend time envisioning that every day. You can draw it too faster. If you stay negative or neutral, you'll attract timeline you don't want. Right now, you can manifest whatever you want. Deb said, I live very close to the Air Force Base, so I don't get too many. Kanchega said, no, completely harmless. He's harmless, mate. He's harmless. Alex said, they are showing their hand. Kanchega, yeah, we just had a message retracted. Flyby Stew said, it's the end of civilization as we know it, for the better, evil system coming to an end. I agree with that one, Flyby Stew. And on that note, I'm going to go. I'll see you over on Rumble within the next half an hour. I've got to ring my daughter and find out what's going on. So I'll be there within half an hour, guys. Much love, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.